Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, replay watchers. As per usual, if you've been following these morning meditations, we will be starting in about 10 to 15 minutes, the actual formal sit. And so I'm starting maybe just a tad early, depending on which clock of mine I pay attention to. So we'll take a couple of minutes just to get settled and ground ourselves and just be with our futzing around before we really begin and welcoming people in. Good morning, Chris. How's it going where you are? I have very different lighting today because it is so overcast here. I'm in I'm in land of hurricanes. Not Narnia anymore. It may be a while before I get there. So let me just get my secondary device and all my tech settled, and then we'll see how it goes. It's an interesting time, and really, what I keep reminding myself of is that this is a conversation between me as Christine and the divine. That's the beginning and end of it, really. That's the beginning and end. And so it is, and so it is. What I had wanted to converse about and commune with is what I stated above, which was miracle consciousness. And really, we have to look at just a few moments of insight before we fully enter into such a thing. I have notes written down, and often in my mornings, with whatever beverages I'm drinking. Don't get cute about that, peeps. Yeah, I know who's here replay watching when it happens. And so, ooh, it looks like, did I freeze? Here, let me see. No, it looks like it's going. I'm just gonna... Good morning, Jamie. So it's gonna be a couple of slow moments of just getting into this. I've already been chatting with the consciousness that is Chris over here, speaking a little bit about everything is really a conversation that you are having with yourself as divine spark within. Hi, Julie. Oh, yeah, perfect. So let's take a few minutes for people to arrive. I'm going to be functioning. What does this clock say? Oh, we're only a minute off with those two. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go by this device over here. I'm glad that you can hear me. All my tech, particularly my audio, will improve once I really master some of my mics that I have hanging around over here. I don't want to use this for practice time. I'll stay with the tried and true, and this is really one of my favorite mics ever. I've had it for a little bit now. So, let me just say who I am, although you could go on to everything else. My name is Christine Marguerite, Lovevolvenergy, energy geek, wholer healer, bizarro seer, feeler, knower of consciousness. That is energy. I'm also a meditation facilitator, is what I would call it, a mentor and teacher for decades. etc. And you can see my energy is a little bit different today. I'm really diving deep a bit. And sometimes there's fire and sometimes there's not. So it's interesting. And before we really begin, I just told everybody who I am. So we'll start with that. The big announcement is posted above, starting Sunday night, the 21st, every night, every morning. If you decide to join, meditation with the theme of focusing on holding, healing the heart and expressing it. That's the deal. All the details about that are above. They are above in writing. You just click more information if you want to see the entire paragraph of that. That all happens not here. That all happens in a specific Meditation for Lightworkers June class private group here on Facebook. That is our meditation hall. That is our meditation hall. So here we are at 5 minutes, and because of the Vedana that I'm in right now, Vedana is a Pali word that means vibe, feeling tone is how it's loosely translated. So it's the feels, it's the mind, it's just the vibe that you're feeling. So as energy geeks, we know exactly what that's pointing at. And so there's that. So my Vedana is deep today. And I've already done a little bit of energy work practice, and I've noticed I'm just gonna shoot the poop right now, peeps. So get yourself situated. There's a lot going on in my energy systems. There's a lot of growing sensitivity. And even right now, I can feel my primary guide guiding me as to what to offer verbally right now as I introduce this. As we're being casual, there are 3 things I did want to bring up. Pardon me. Went down the wrong way. Oh, hi, everybody. In terms of your sitting practice, there are 3 things to pay attention to. And as you get more and more adept at whatever techniques you are using and more consistent with your practice, it's important to sort of step back, let go just a tiny bit, and pay attention to these 3 things as you enter into your formal sit. What is your intention going in? This we know, and this we've been speaking about endlessly. As you go to sit, and this is often what I say about everything, and if you look at one of my interviews with Megan Rounds, I believe towards the end I really specifically pointed at this. Gosh, I'm feeling energy move already. It doesn't matter within what tradition you are practicing. As you sit formally on your cushion, you rest, you lie down, you begin your practice. You close your eyes, your awareness is drawn in. There you are. There you are with yourself. There you are with your experience. And you can place whatever tradition you like on top of that. That beingness is not going to shift, except that it always shifts as we evolve and grow. That will be placed within whatever tradition context you choose. That being said, intention, opportunity, and necessity. 3 things to make note of. Intention, opportunity, necessity. As you move into a practice and you have a particular overarching goal that you are moving towards, you have an intention for your practice that day. You're working a particular technique. You enter in with this, whatever your tradition is. You go and you sit on your cushion, and there you are, you and your intention. And the whole host, and believe me, I know, you can't squeeze yourself into any particular technique. You and your entire existence, whether you're aware of a lot or even just a little, is so much more than any particular technique that you work with. And so often we end up squeezing ourselves into a technique. Is that helpful? I don't know. Maybe at times it's helpful, sometimes it's not. And here's what I want to offer for those of us who have a little bit more experience and are a little bit more adept and a little bit more consistent in our going inward to practice whatever meditation technique we're practicing. You go in with intention for that sit, which hopefully offers you a larger intention, or you might even call that a goal, something that your overarching intention. There may be, with whatever technique you're going into your meditation with, you may sit there and there may be an opportunity. You may see an opportunity that has nothing to do with that particular technique you decided to practice that day. There may be an opportunity to fall into, to dive into, to practice another technique or another awareness that gets you a little bit further towards whatever your aim is. That's your opportunity. Another kind of experience that may happen is something that we would call necessity. You have this big goal of peace. I want peace for my heart for such and such reasons. I'm going to employ this particular technique of saying the word peace with my breath as I go into my meditation. As I sit in my meditation and I bing the bell and I do this thing, with this meditation I start. And the opportunity of peace arising through your entire energetic and physical system arises without using the word, without paying attention to the breath particularly. That's your opportunity. That's an opportunity arising to move towards whatever that is offering. Another thing could arise. You move in, you start practicing with this technique, dropping in this word with the breath, watching the ripples, cultivating this quality of peace. Something else could arise. There could be, whoa, I'm also noticing this sadness. I'm noticing this sadness arise, or whatever. Ow, my knee hurts, or etc., etc. Or a giggle fit emerges. Is that peaceful, or is that more fiery and activating? Something else arises. And at first, you could notice it as a distraction. And you could notice it and say, no, I'm going to focus on my technique of concentrating on this word peace to cultivate with my breath peace. Or rather than using your technique that you decided, your intention, as a way to resist the present moment and whatever it is throwing up in your awareness at that time, rather than resisting what is arising. There's a necessity there. This sensation needs addressing. It is what is so apparent in my present moment. This is what's arising for me, regardless of my overarching intention, regardless of my intention for today's practice. This is what is my truth. This is what's arising. That's necessity. That's necessity. We go in, this arises, and we meet it with kindness and love or some other technique, and we simply be with the present moment as it is. And we honor that because it will arise and it will pass. It needs attention. And so, as adepts, pay attention to what your intention is, what other opportunities arise, what other arisings necessitate something else happening within that sit. Within all of this, it really begs the question, in that present moment, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who have you decided to be? Who have you decided to be? If you don't feel clear about that, look around. Open your eyes and look around your space. And look around who you have decided to be. What energy is there? What qualities are there? Is it calm and serene? Is it chaotic? That's a way of looking outward to see who you have decided to be. And I say decided because you could have decided something else. And in this now moment, you have the opportunity to decide. You have the opportunity to decide yet again. Every now moment is that opportunity to decide who you are being. There is no becoming. There is just being, moment by moment, and then another moment and another moment. Be moment, be moment. And eventually that appears as the illusion of future time. It is always the now, and who you decide to be in that now moment. And in that now moment, your opportunity to choose, your decision, your opportunity to choose always offers you the opportunity for heart, the truth. I made a post above. In choosing to free the heart in a now moment, any now moment. The past is gone. I mean, good luck with that. That's already gone, people. We have now, and we have now again and again and again, until it carries us into some future. Every now moment is where the choice is made to unbind the heart, to free the heart. There's a book out there called The Untethered Heart or The Untethered Existence. I'm not sure. I can't remember the person's name either. Every now moment is your miracle. Every now moment. Again and again and again. as we sit in our formal meditation, moment by moment by moment, we again make choices. We make choices moment by moment by moment. You choose. You choose. You choose again and again and again. Deep in your unconscious, there may be automatic choices that your consciousness is blind to in the now moment. They may arise, as I was mentioning before, they may arise as a necessity, as you make the choice for an unbound heart, freedom of heart, which is freedom of the inner spark of divinity at its very core. Within that, we begin our practice again and again and again, breath by breath by breath, awareness by awareness by awareness, moving towards the fragrance of the unbound heart. That is miracle consciousness. The consciousness of the heart, the unbound heart, is your present now moment of freedom, miracle consciousness. The present now moment freedom of miracle consciousness. I'll say it again. The present now moment of freedom of the unbound heart, the free heart, is miracle consciousness. That being said, how often does Christine make wise choices in the what now moment? That's an interesting practice. Where I have the opportunity, and we all have the opportunity to practice moment by moment, is in an intentional formal sit like we show up for today. And so I come to you this morning not just as someone who knows and who can say these things and who can guide you to as far as my consciousness has taken me. I come to you also as a human being. And my heart has bounced up against something that has activated a sadness and a heaviness within me. I am bound in my heart. I find some binding for myself today as a human. And so it is. And so as I lead you through my verbal offering into this practice today, and we'll be starting soon, so begin to get comfortable. I lead myself and I guide myself. And so beginning here, everybody, beginning. Start with a little futzing around, letting your body get comfortable. Breathe, feel, settle in, hunker down. What is true for you now in your body? With your breath, what is your true now moment? Body and breath, does it fluctuate? Does it stick around and hover? Can you be honest and present with your now moment of breath and body. Moving your awareness now, already moving into your mental space, your mind, your mental body. Letting the eyes close now if they haven't already. And simply notice internal talk and internal sound. Mind's eye, images, colors. Perhaps everything is calm, silent, blank. Perhaps there's a lot of stimulation, activity. In this now moment, what is the truth of your mental body? What is the truth here? And coming now to the emotional body, to the heart. Breathe, feel, notice, hear. What is your truth in your now moment by moment by moment of the endless fluctuations of the emotional life of you? Allow moment by moment. Now this, also this. Allow full expression. Is the emotional life, the comings and goings, the arisings and passings? Are there moments of connection between the emotional body, the mental body, and physical body? Or does the emotional arising arise solely on its own? Notice the connections, there and there not. And from this place, beginning to unbind the life of the heart. Breathe, feel moment by moment. In every moment, let go, free, release. Free the heart from the workings of the mental body. Just for now, free the heart from the mind. Your mind is insistent. Give it something to play with, something to chew on. Perhaps repeating to yourself, I now free my heart from my mind. I let my mind rest. I free my heart. I now free my heart from my mind. I let my mind rest, and I free my heart. In this now moment, I free my heart from my mind now. I let my mind rest now. I free my heart now. Repeating these phrases and words to yourself and the like in every now moment, if it serves you. If there is another opportunity, follow that. If there is another necessity, follow this. Unbound heart, free heart. I free my heart I free. I soothe my heart I soothe. unbound heart, liberated heart, open and free. Release. Noticing now, are there connections, cords, with your heart and your physical body? Energy cords to density of the physical. In this now moment, soften, release, free, unbind. The divine heart is free of the physical. The divine heart is free of the physical bindings. The divine heart is free. Free from the wants, needs, and desires of the animal body that is part of you. Free from the cravings and aversions of the physical. The divine heart, unbound and free. The heart is free. Following now any opportunity, any necessity, rest otherwise in your now moment, now and again. Breathe and feel the now. The divine abode of the heart of freedom, light, love and peace. Allow, allow, allow. Surrender all that is not allowing in the now moment. Breathe, feel release. They all will come knocking. Thank you. I breathe, I feel, I allow release in this now moment. Divine spark, flame, light, heart. I am this. This sparks every cell of my physical. Now, in this now moment, now. This infuses my mental body now. This infuses the totality of my emotional body. Now it ripples, now, throughout. See now your energy body as a divine flame, blossoming as a flower. Breathe this into your now moment, now, with every breath, now. All energetic bindings release now. Agreements, cords, consciousnesses, human asking, releases in the flame and flower now. I am this now. I accept and release now. This is my truth. Breathe, feel now. And for the last moments of our meditation today, relax. Release all effort and tension technique and simply be with that which arises and that which passes. That which arises and passes, the flow of your now moment. Breathe and feel gently fluttering your eyelids now. Gently fluttering the eyelids so that they open just a slit, just a bit. How in this now moment, how is this as you are clarified in your now moment? How is this in your now moment again and again? Unbound, heart free, eyes more open, unbound heart in your now moment free. And coming back. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My wish and expectation is that some freedom was found. Within this freedom is your miracle consciousness. It fragrances and infuses your mental body. Thankfulness, appreciation, and thankfulness. Thank you, everybody, for practicing with me today. Significant practice, yes. The unbound heart infuses it all. This is miracle consciousness from here. Make no mistake, from here, from here. I'll be curious to hear as your now moment unfolds throughout your day what this is like for you. What is this? What is this? What is this like? How does it unfold? Ah, feeling that freedom there. Notice this may be a particular guided that you tap into every day, day by day. If it had meaning for you, if it had an effect for you, see what happens. See what happens. See what happens in those moments. Thanks, everybody, for coming today. And I'm looking at the feed and all the beautiful interest and appreciation. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your day. We'll be ending our practice here today. Hoping that there's some freedom in your heart. Please join me next week. Message me, sign up, join with me. More of this to come.